Hi, I'm Papi Puma and this is my tale. Chapter 22, The Great Escape and the Road Ahead, October 1st, 2018, Pudong Airport, China. The quiet hum of conversation and the clinking of fine china fill the first-class lounge. I take a slow sip of my coffee, my gaze drifting to the departure board. The weight of the moment settles in. I never imagined I'd find myself here, waiting for a flight out of Shanghai. Life had taken unexpected turns, some thrilling, some bewildering, yet as I sit in this polished, serene space, my mind is pulled back to a memory from long ago. A memory of chaos, a memory of my mischievous younger brother, a childhood of routine and disruptions. Mornings in our home were a whirlwind of movement, orchestrated by my mother with the precision of a general leading troops into battle. Each day she shuttled my older sister Elizabeth and me to school, pushing my little brother in his stroller. At just 3 years old, he was still too small to walk long distances. But what he lacked in size, he made up for in audacity. For months, our routine remained unbroken, but my brother, restless, observant, had other ideas. The Great Escape. One weekend morning, as the house hummed with the usual pre-outing chaos, my brother made his move. No one saw him as he clambered out of a window with surprising dexterity, his small fingers gripping the frame as he maneuvered onto the ledge. From there, he carefully descended 3 flights of recently repaired stairs, an escape route he must have studied in secret. Once on the street, he set off on his journey. 3 blocks, nearly 0.7 miles. A daunting trek for an adult, let alone a toddler. He marched with determination, heading toward my school as if it were a mission only he could complete. Back at home, it didn't take long for the alarm bells to ring. My father's voice boomed through the house as panic set in. My mother, torn between fear and disbelief, frantically searched the rooms, hoping against hope that my brother was merely hiding, but he wasn't. He was out there alone. As fate would have it, a security guard stationed along the route noticed the tiny figure marching down the sidewalk, unsupervised and undeterred. Something about the scene, a determined 3-year-old navigating city streets with purpose, made him intervene. At the same time, my mother's friend, an acquaintance of the security guard, happened to be nearby. Unaware of the drama unfolding, my mother and I had already begun our usual walk to school. But as we reached the corner of 4th Street and East Jersey Street, a familiar sight stopped us in our tracks. There he was, my brother, walking hand in hand with my mother's friend. The moment my mother saw him, emotions overwhelmed her. Relief, anger, joy, and sheer exhaustion all collided as she rushed forward, tears spilling freely. She scooped him up, holding him tight as if afraid he might vanish again. My brother, oblivious to the gravity of his adventure, simply grinned. At 6 years old, I stood watching, absorbing the moment. Another chapter in the unpredictable story of our family. Now, sitting thousands of miles away in the first-class lounge of Pudong Airport, I can't help but smile. That moment, like so many others, had taught me something valuable. Life is unpredictable. Sometimes you march forward with a plan. Other times you climb out of a window and figure things out as you go. Either way, you keep moving. As my flight is called, I stand, pick up my bag, and step toward the gate, looking upward, moving forward. Now back to the course. If anyone has a problem with a puma on the green, well, they can kiss my kitty. Now where is that 19th hole? I think I've earned myself a wee dram of catnip whiskey. Don't forget to like and subscribe to yourself, that is. You're the only channel that really matters. Slain to Marth and 4 well.